breathtaking, something that really kind of harkens back to what we're seeing designers do.
Yes.
Right, with these beautiful shapes and designs. Well, David brought us an Italian silver by David Markstein, cubic zirconium, but it's a reversible ring, all done in sterling. This is great. Okay, so 18 karat yellow gold, and look, this is the flip. To then like a pave like, and then you also have your silver.
So
as well.
So one of the great things about a ring like this is I always love as a designer, I like what's called the aha factor in jewelry. To me, the aha factor means that every piece I do has to have a reason for being. If it's going to be a plain curb link bracelet, you don't need me. You don't need me for the basics. I want to bring you things that are fashion and sometimes very affordable like this. But the aha factor is that you wear this ring and it's beautiful. It's the clover design, which I really wanted because the clover is a very high-end symbol in jewelry. And then it flips over. So you have onyx on one side. And then on the other side, depending on the outfit you're wearing, you have the pave finish, which is all smooth. Now, the trick on doing this with the factory was when they first gave us the first sample, this went back 5 times. In order to do this reversible, it was so thick, the ring was thick, and I said, it looks clunky. I'd rather not do it at all. And he said, let us try it again. So they made a very thin slice of that onyx, a very thin slice to set those stones in all by hand, and they combined the two together, and I think this ring is stunning because it's something that's fun to wear. If you wear this and someone says, well, what do you have on your finger? You say, well, watch this. It's like a little magic trick going on.
Wait a second, though. How are we doing this for $54.98?
That's what I love, too. So that's the other part about this. Everyone thinks Italy, oh, it's got to be expensive, Italian jewelry, but no, it doesn't have to be. This is fashion and affordability. It's something that I've talked about through my time at QVC, when I was a buyer, through now, and I just love this. I love everything about this, and then you think about all the Italian jewelry we've presented. So we had the beautiful charm bracelet, then we had, of course, this ring, and then the necklace. They all go together, and they're so beautiful, and they're all so Italian, and I just love this. And I like the fact that there's 2 little bezel set stones at the top of those. When you flip it, you'll see it. You can see it even more on the other side. So it's very much attention to detail. Flip that ring, enjoy it.
And then boom.
Allie, would you say it's comfortable?
Oh my gosh, yes. I love the design too because if you like to wear multiple rings on your hand, it doesn't compete, but it has that little special finish that kind of pulls everything together. You just choose the white or the yellow and it looks so high-end.
Yep.
For $54.98, onyx on one side, and then your simulated stones on the other. It's really a spectacular design. You know, I was just catching up with my dad this last weekend over Father's Day and got to have some really nice, time with him. And we were talking about our time in Italy. My dad was a commercial airline pilot and he was flying to Rome. So before I graduated college and I wasn't gonna have the benefits anymore, we took a few last trips, right? And Rome was to one of them. And I remember he brought me to this area where he didn't know, but it was all the like luxe Italian designers. And he thought, oh, well, my daughter loves jewelry and she loves to shop and I'll bring her here. And I like walked over and immediately I'm recognizing all the names of the stores and I kind of looked at my dad. I was like, Dad, I can't shop here. I was like, thank you for, bringing me to, it was lovely to look at, because he had no clue. He was just like, oh, this is the place to shop. But here's the thing. Yes, many of those high-end luxury stores aren't attainable for a lot of us, right? We might get ideas and we look at them, but what David does is he takes not only the inspiration of the design, but his incredible knowledge in jewelry and design and really engineers a reversible ring. I mean, it's practically unheard of. I don't think I've ever seen a reversible ring. We've seen reversible sweaters, but not rings.
So when an idea comes to my head, I kind of know what's achievable and not achievable, but I will always push limits if I can. So we went to this factory in Italy, and we said, listen, I have an idea. Here's what I'd like. Can you do a reversible ring? And they're like, the word pazzo is crazy in Italian. Pazzo, they said to me. So they look at me like, we could try. I don't know if it's going to work. I said, just give it a try. I kind of showed them my pigeon scratch. I'm not really a designer, but I showed them what I want. The idea was there. I had the company I work with drew on a CAD drawing exactly what I was looking for, and I said I wanted the clover design because I thought it would be very conducive to a ring like this. I said I wanted it to be onyx on one side, and I wanted to do a micro pave finish on the other side. Make it very easy to swivel around so that you have 2 looks for the price of one. Make it affordable for me. And so back and forth the factory went, and I'm, they're 6 hours ahead of me. I work here in the States, and I'm back and forth, and the factory gives me this, and I'm not happy with it, and they think I'm a pain, but I'm going back, and I'm not going to settle for anything that doesn't work. So I don't always know that they're going to work out. And this one was the perfect storm that came together, and I just loved it so much. And I really love the way it looks on the finger. I love that it's not trying too hard. You get a bit of fashion, and again, to me, it's always about if you walked into the grocery store, if you went to a high-end gala event, this ring goes either place. But when you're wearing it, my goal is for people to come up to you and say, what's on your finger? What necklace are you wearing? Where did you get that? It's so pretty. And then when they look at this ring, they're not gonna know that it's reversible. You're gonna have to say, oh, let me show you what it does. And then they're gonna want it themselves, because when you get two looks like this that are so special, it's beautiful.
So you know what I would do too? I think of, if I showed up and I was seeing my mom and she had this ring on, I'd be a little mad that she didn't buy me and my sister one. So if you shop like that, and I know my mom does sometimes, is like she buys one for herself, and then she also thinks, oh my gosh, my daughters would love this. Pick them one, because for $54.98, it's beautiful. And inspired by such high-end design, you're getting this luxe shape and detail. I took the yellow away. Now, it won't flip when it is on your hand.
Yeah, it's a little difficult on the stand here. It kind of wants to flip.
Yeah, when it's on your finger, it's secured. I love the yellow because the yellow with the black onyx.
Yes.
I love gold and black together. I think it's...
So gold and black, funny you mention that. Gold and black is something that's all of a sudden becoming a trend. Now, when something starts as a trend, it's like, you start seeing it in this booth, the show. All of a sudden you see it more and more, and you're like, we're onto something here. So I chose to do onyx. I could have done mother of pearl. I could have done another gemstone, which maybe we'll do in the future. But for me, I wanted to start with that black and yellow combination because I love it so much. Black and yellow, you might see black and white a lot as a combination, but black and yellow you're not used to. And now all of a sudden it's taken off like a vengeance. And we're doing 18 karat over sterling silver here, which I love so much. And I just love the fact that it swivels so easily.
Listen, you have two different looks in one. If you love to wear 102 rings on your hands, like this, it doesn't compete. An index finger, a pinky ring, but it's two different looks in one of high-end luxury. I always get myself into trouble on these jewelry sales.
Trust me, I know the feeling. I know the feeling as someone who buys jewelry. I have two girls, I have a girlfriend, so I know the feeling of what it's like to
it's so good, David. You are the best.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you so much for all these beautiful designs.
I enjoyed it. I love working with you, Ali, by the way. It's always when I see your name pop up, I'm like, yay.
David, thank you. It was good to have you part of the show. Okay, so here's the thing.